Naonekana kweli. Yeah, welcome to the stream. Yeah, welcome to the stream. This is Wamunyinyi TV Kenya. You know what? Yeah, so angalia huko tuone.
So angalia.
Eh?
So angalia.
Uh, yeah, so we are here to discuss the Gen Z protests zenye zimekuwa zikifanyika and kumekuwa na a lot of issues around the Gen Z protests and all those things. So we're here to discuss. What is happening, what has been happening, and what people think, and William Ruto, reacting on the Gen Z demonstrations and all those things. I have to kumbuke kwamba it's been a while since maandamano kubwa kama hiyo kufanyika hapa Kenya. It's been a while since such a demonstration has happened in this country. So we are here to discuss the aftermath. First of all, Gen Z wanted finance bill itolewe, and it was removed. They went to the streets and the finance bill was removed with immediate effect. So and another thing is the government shooting of young people. Today there've been several burials, and kumekuwa na a lot of burials zenye zimekuwa zinafanyika regarding watu walipigwa risasi na polisi, most of them being the young people, the Gen Zs, ambao wamepata the wrath of the people, the wrath of the police shootings, police killing the young people who are not even armed. Yeah, tell me in the comment section. Are we discussing the Gen Z maandamano and the Ruto must go slogan, I see, and Ruto hosting the space? Let's go back from way before maandamano zenye zimefanyika in this country. Maandamano zimekuwa from way before Raila ameleta maandamano za Raila zimekuwa. Raila Odinga has been doing demonstrations in this country, and we've been on the road supporting Raila Odinga 100%. Tunaandamana. Yeah, the only person mwenye amekuwa akiandamana in this country was Raila Odinga. Now the facts that maandamano ya Raila Odinga pia yalikuwa yanasimamisha the country was stopping. I'm talking as a Gen Z. And we also going to talk about the betrayals that is happening in the Gen Z demonstrations. People pocketing 20 million. Mtu anapewa 20 million to host Ruto on X space, lakini watu wamenyamazia tu, wamenyamazia hiyo story like it's nothing. So this country things were happening, and things were happening from way before. Raila Odinga amekuwa akiandamana, Raila amekuwa akiandamana, and there's Raila Odinga and the ODM and the Azimio and all those people have been holding demonstrations in this country for a very long time. Remember in 2017 there was demonstrations, anti-government, Uhuru must go and all those things, and Maraga overturned the ujaguzi. What happened is kulikuwa na vita and demonstrations everywhere. But remember those times when when Raila Odinga was doing demonstrations, it was mostly in Kisumu, Nairobi, and Mombasa, around there. So it had no impact. So when Raila was saying rejects the finance bill for the first time, akaenda kwa maandamano to reject the finance bill, wabunge bado walipitisha, and Raila they made it look like Raila they made it look like Raila was the loser here. Tukakubali hiyo finance bill, tukanyamaza. So when the second finance bill, the finance bill 2024-2025 imekuja, and we have read it, tukaisoma, and we found out that a lot of things that are there, taxation, vitu mingi tu, taxes, apart from taxes, mambo ya magari, kulipia tax za magari, kulipia taxes za shamba, kulipia taxes za mikate kuongezeka, taxes za mafuta and everything. We were like, nope, you have to reject the finance bill. Na they are always talking about, the government is always talking about how do I call this, public participation. Serikali, it's always saying public participation huwa inafanyika, that tumefanya public participation and Wakenya wakakubali. Since I've been here, mimi mbunge wangu hajawahi kufanya public participation where I stay. So they were like, the people accepted the finance bill. Which people? Which people? And that is the reason why Gen Z, we got united, tuliungana, and no tribe, no politics, no nothing, just one common goal, kunyorosha hii nchi. And we were like, reject the finance bill. At first, the politicians voted yes to the finance bill because they had received 2 million shillings. As wenyewe wanatambuana, wanasema Ruto aliwapea 2 million shillings to vote walipewa 2 million shillings to vote yes on the finance bill. Ukaona what happened, most of them walipata shida kubwa sana. They got a very big problem. So after voting yes, ikakuwa ni tatizo. Remember when they were voting for the first time, we were on the streets and we were telling them, please reject the finance bill, but they voted yes, because walikuwa wamepewa 2 million. And remember, mtu akikupea 2 million yake and you don't deliver, Ruto amekupea 2 million yake and you are not delivering, atakuuliza give me back my money. So the other thing is when the Gen Zs were demonstrating in the streets and telling the government, please do not vote yes on the finance bill, a lot of people are voting. A lot of members of parliament walikuwa nasema Gen Z, they are fake. Gen Z hakuna kitu they can do, and they are young kids and they don't know what they are doing, until the day the parliament was invaded. Tuliona wabunge wakisema eti hawa Gen Z hawajui chochote, wanasema maandamano peke yake inafanyika nchi ni maandamano ya Raila. You understand? Most members of parliament were like, maandamano nchi lazima ikuwe ni Raila Odinga. Gen Z hawana mwelekeo and we have no leader. And we said we are leaderless. And sisi hatufuati mtu yeyote. Nobody is going to tell us what to do. We're going to tell Ruto what we want. So we saw members of parliament saying, I am a Photoshop expert, and these Gen Zs were photoshopping those photos. Hakuna maandamano yalifanyika. And they were talking so boldly in parliament and saying maandamano hakuna. The day they were going to vote, they walifika bunge saa 2 asubuhi. Saa 1 they were in parliament and they were fearing the Gen Zs. Now, when the Gen Zs were saying we will invade the parliament, they were like, we are guarded and this is one of the most protected places on the parliament, until they enters the parliament na wabunge wakakimbia pale kwa tunnel to go to kwenda kujitafutia, wakakimbia kwa tunnel kwenda kutafuta kujificha and kubebwa na choppers. And you have to understand one thing, that most of the young people that are going to the streets, one thing is they have nothing to lose. They are not, and the other thing is, we're not doing this because tumetuma ama tumelipwa because we love somebody. No, we're just doing this because of our future. That's what the Gen Zs are saying. So they are doing the right thing, yes. Everybody is supporting the Gen Zs. They are doing the right thing, yes. The Gen Zs were not armed, walikuwa wamebeba simu na maji, but still walipigwa risasi. You understand? Still walipigwa risasi, and that was what made people more angry. Wakaingia parliament, huko senate, wakaingia ndani, they took a lot of things, wakakula chakula kwa kule kwa chakula ya members of parliament, and it was all chaos. And for the first time, Eldoret, maandamano ya Eldoret ikashinda Kisumu. You will not believe this country. Maandamano ya Eldoret, it was so big, it was so massive kuliko any other place in this country. People in Eldoret came out in large numbers, and it was so big kuliko hata ya Kisumu. And that is what made Ruto like akashangaa, and he was like, nimekataliwa hata nyumbani. Yeah, he was like, nimekataliwa hata nyumbani. And that is when William Ruto addressed the nation, akasema Gen Zs are criminals, criminal elements, wanaingia kwa bunge, wanavunja maduka, they are criminals. And then there was a trend of occupy the state house, kwenda huko penye kwa state house penye president anaishi. That's when they brought in the military. You have to remember, the military don't deal with the it was not about overthrowing the government or what. Kuleta military, it was just their fear. Ruto's advisors were telling him, Raila is behind these Gen Zs. Usipoleta military, it's going to be disaster. And wakatoa finance bill. And what was funny is when William Ruto came on the media to say that tumetoa finance bill because the people don't want it anymore. And there was a journalist who asked, so president, ukitoa finance bill, so maendeleo itakuwaje? And wabunge wenye walivote yes, they were like, maendeleo gani? Maendeleo gani? You understand? Maendeleo gani na mmekataa finance bill? You have to understand. And kina Oscar Sudi and all those people. So they're saying maendeleo gani, and Kimani Ichung'wah being the lead member of parliament, wenye alikuwa anaambia watu please vote yes, piga yes, and they voted yes. Now the Gen Zs have said they're going to shape this country, and still not because I have to be straight. And the other thing, William, anaamka anasema, oh, what I'm going to do, pesa nimepeleka pesa this.